Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Ooh, Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Today, I want to just share something with you along your way to wherever it is you're trying to get to. You know, everybody has a different definition for success, and I'm not here to tell you what yours should be. I mean, please pursue whatever you think success is. Aim as high as you can, though. That's for sure. My father used to say all the time, I'm sure you all have heard it in different variations, but he used to always say, aim for the moon, just in case you miss, you'll still be amongst the stars. He'd say that to me all the time. So that always was in me to aim high. Now, he wasn't saying aim with the intent to miss. He was just saying aim in case you miss, you'll still be amongst the stars. If you aim for the moon. But if you just aim for that first floor window and you miss it, you know, usually run into some type of wall and nothing happens. You slither down. You know, in my book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, I told people that men love three ways. They profess, they provide, they protect. And that's the core essence of a man's love. Well, there's some other P's in life, too. The number one thing you have to understand about trying to be successful, and I guess I'll call this the 4 P's. I may come up with 5 along the way. I don't know. I'm just talking as it's given to me. So I'm gonna start by saying that these are the 4 P's of success that you have to get ready for. Number 1 is pressure. A lot of it is applied by the circumstance of what you're trying to go for and what you're trying to do. But a lot of it also is self-imposed pressure. It's what you put on yourself to make it. It's a sense of urgency. It's a sense of necessity. But pressure is the first thing I want you to be ready for. And pressure comes in a lot of different forms, but it's going to be pressure. There's an old saying that pressure busts a pipe. See, that's why most people turn around. Because of the pressure of trying to be successful. I want you to get it in your mind that it is going to be a pressurized situation on your rise to the top. Pressure. But understand that is what it is not going to change. That's it. Prepare yourself. Get ready for there to be pressure. The second thing I want you to understand is when you receive this pressure, you have to persist. You got to stay at it. You got to develop a doggedness. There's a song out that says, why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. That's a funny line in that song, because really I was thinking about it one day. I was humming it, and it occurred to me. It said, why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. And, you know, now you could take it in the literal sense that a cat chases the dog because it's innately it's in his spirit that cats and dogs are a lot of times enemies. Now, people have pets and have proven that if you show love on both sides, they can exist, and that happens too. But naturally, innately, when your cat goes by a dog and your dog don't recognize them, there's some barking going on. I'm talking about just walking through the neighborhood or something. So, but the reason that this dog is so persistent towards this cat is just because it's in him. It's innately in him. And what I'm saying to you, just using that as an analogy, is that you got to be persistent in that you got to develop some dog in you now, because pressure takes some fighting back. See, if you don't fight back against pressure, pressure busts a pipe. So what you think it'll do to you? Pressure crack walls. Pressure cause explosions. So if you don't fight back to hold it in, you understand, pressure does most people in. The simple thing called pressure. The weight of what it feels like to want to be successful every single day, over and over and over and over and over. It's just too much pressure. People crack. You got to persist. You have to persist. The thought of giving up can come, but you got to get it out. You got to persist. The next thing I want you to think about is another something that I've been thinking about for years and learned for years. It's called perseverance. To persist means to insist. The key word in persist is insist. You must insist that this is going to happen. Now, the persist, I'm assuming, means it's a proaction. It's some type of proaction that you go towards it to make it, persist. You got to be persistent. You got to be constantly at it. You're insisting that it happens. You got to be constantly at it. But the next thing I want you to remember is perseverance. Perseverance is important. Perseverance means that when you've done your best, when you've persisted, when you're fighting back against the pressure, perseverance simply means I'm going to hang in here. If a crack come in the pipe, I'm going to hang in there. If the pipe bust, I'm going to keep going. If I got to put duct tape, mud, whatever I got to put on this thing, man, I'm going to use perseverance. I'm going to stay with it no matter what. So we looking at the three things again. You got to understand that it's going to be pressure, that you're going to have to persist. Key word in persist is insist. You have to insist that no matter what the pressure is, I'm going to stay with it. But then perseverance, if it goes wrong, man, you got to get in there and keep fighting. But then, Lord have mercy, nothing helps you handle the 3 P's better than the 4th P. You got to pray. You got to use prayer. You got to talk to God. You got to use faith. You got to have some conferences with him late at night, early in the morning, in the middle of the afternoon, when you're on the train, when you're driving. You got to talk to God, man. You got to get yourself some help along the way. Nothing is bigger than prayer. There is nothing bigger than prayer. Prayer will help you overcome the pressure. Prayer will help you stay persistent. And Lord have mercy, prayer will help you persevere. Them is the 4 P's. God gave that to me. I'm passing it on.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, surprise, surprise, the king is back. I just always wanted to say that.
The king is here. The champ is
Right.
here.
The king is here.
Yeah, didn't have a meaning. But anyway, this is the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and that's how I decided to start it today. You may not like the way I start the show, but, feel free to just hang in there, because one of them you're going to like. I can promise you that. One of these you're going to go, oh, he ought to do that every morning. Now, I ain't going to do that, but one of them you're going to go, boy, that's the one I really like. I hope he do that again. I'll probably never do it again. I don't do nothing twice.
No,
Right.
Yeah.
But revel in that moment when you get it. Like some people like this opening right here. When you think of love, gotta get it on your mind. Yeah, come on. When you think of love, gotta get it on your mind. Yeah. When you think of love, gotta get it on your mind. See, there's some people like that one. Some people can't stand it. But don't worry, because I ain't going to do it tomorrow. See, that's how that works.
Okay.
Shirley Strawberry.
Hey, Steve, you're so crazy. Hey.
Carla Farrell.
Hey, Steve. What's happening, crew?
What up there, Junior?
Morning, Unc. Morning, fam. How y'all doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, J. Anthony Brown.
He's here?
What up, Mr. Harvey? What? Whoa.
Yeah, he's
I
here.
think
Yes.
Tommy
here.
celebrating a birthday.
Yeah.
What is it, 52?
His birthday is actually Tuesday.
Well, he's 53, but he took off today. He's 53 short years.
You guys are 10 years apart, Steve.
Oh, that's right. Tom be
what kind
54.
of-
God, though.
What kind of cake will he use to celebrate, Steve?
Well, let me guess. It starts with strawberry. And then it is a shortcake.
Way to serve it up, Jay.
One time for Tommy's birthday, we gave him a Hostess ding dong and put a candle on it. And told him it was his birthday because it was big enough for him. He thought it was a whole
Don't give me
cake.
such a big cake. I can't eat all of this.
You wrong for that shit.
Boy,
Tommy, where you
hey,
at?
hey, hold on. And then
It's enough.
when he turned 10, we put 10 candles in a honey bun. He was overjoyed.
That's good eating right there.
We done started making him regular sized cakes till he was 25.
A mess.
Enough.
Oh, man.
Oh, now he gonna draw the
Yeah,
line. You hear
yeah,
T.
Tommy.
Tommy?
Tom, yeah.
Yes,
It's enough.
yeah. Enough is enough. We've had our fun. Let's stop now. Okay.
Short breaths.
All right, guys, coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll have Ask the CLO with the Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, time now for Ask the CLO. The Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, is in the building. This one is from Jerry in Kansas City. Jerry writes, I'm dating a woman that I met at work, and I no longer work with her. She was the finest woman I'd ever seen, but I didn't approach her because everyone else at work tried to get at her. We've been dating for a while now, but I always feel like she's up to something. I can't touch her phone, look in her purse, or come in the bathroom when she's in there. I respect her space, but it's just odd how she locks the bathroom door every time. I'm starting to think she has something to hide. I'm 47 and she's 35. So is this how younger women act?
Well, hold up, dog. You tripping because she locked the bathroom. I lock the bathroom every time I go in there, dog. Because I don't like nobody walking in on me when I'm in the bathroom. It's just something about your pants around your ankles that's just, it's unnerving.
And we all need our private moments.
Yeah, it ain't no way to look cool with your pants down around your ankles. It ain't no way. You can't snap at nobody. Shut the damn door. You can't do none of that. You gotta go, hey, come on now, come on, because you humble.
Yeah.
Because they slap you, it ain't nothing you can do. So, dog, I don't know why you tripping about her locking the door.
Yeah.
And, you can't touch her phone. Dog, what you tripping for?
Or go in her purse. That's a rule. You don't go.
Bruh, you don't go in a woman's purse.
Yeah.
I don't go in Marjorie's purse to this day.
No.
I still don't. That don't mean she up to nothing. She don't want me in her purse.
Right. I think he's a little insecure, Steve. He said he's 47 and she's 35.
I don't want Marjorie going in my wallet and my pouch. And so if anybody can get her to stop, just tell her for me.
You can't get that done.
This is not about you, ass.
Yes,
I can't go in her damn purse, but she can open up my wallet and take money out whenever she need it.
That's where the money resides.
I'm against this. So, bruh, I don't know really what you're tripping for, man. Is this how young women? No, man, but I don't. What old man wants to go in the bathroom? She got the door locked, partner. She locks the door.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm sorry, man.
And it's just a woman thing. It's not a young woman thing. It's just a woman thing about the
Now,
purse.
look, man,
Yeah,
if
my
you
mom.
insecure,
Same way.
quit dating the girl. How about that? If
Yeah.
you scared.
All right, here we go. Moving on. Brenda in Maryland says, my ex-boyfriend and I split up a month ago and the rental house is in my name. We just signed another lease right before we broke up. He's got another woman staying in the house with him already, and it's getting under my skin. The lady's car is in my garage, and she put some sort of cute flag out on the front porch. I don't want him back, but I do want that lady out of a house that's in my name. If I tell the landlord, I would have to pay extra to terminate the lease early. How should I handle this?
Well, you don't want him back. Is he paying the rent? That's the question.
He is.
If he's paying all the rent and you don't want him back, what difference do it make to you who in there as long as you getting the house paid for? Or is it that he's paying his half? Or are you trying to use it as a rental property and you can't rent it? I don't understand what she wants.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't understand, Shirley. What I mean.
Oh, okay, so it's a rental house. Is she renting the house, or is it a house that she owns that she's renting out?
Now, if it's both in y'all's name and it's a rental house, but he's staying there, and he's paying the rent in the rental house, but it's in your name, you don't want him back, but you don't want the woman there. Well, that ain't how this works.
So they're renting a house because
Yes.
she said if she tells the landlord, so they don't own it, they're just renting the house.
Right,
She'll have to
correct.
pay extra to terminate the lease. This is stupid. This makes no sense.
So I don't know if she's paying half of it because they both signed. Now, if she's paying half of it and they both signed, that's why she's mad.
Yeah, but she didn't say that.
It's in both of them's name, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Because she had signed it right before they broke up.
That's risky, though.
It
they
is.
could-
It
that's
is risky because it's in her name. The house is in her name. She should just pay the extra to terminate the lease early.
And he's staying there.
She probably left because they broke up.
Well, he
Well-
She
needs
didn't
to
want to
leave.
be there.
Well, then why don't he leave? Why don't you put both of them out?
Yeah, if it's in her name, she could do that.
Yeah, because it's her credit that's going to get damaged. So you got to save your credit.
Yeah, I say get out of the lease. I say if it's not too much to terminate the lease, get out of it and let them have it. Get
But
your
she gonna
name
have
off
bad
of
credit
it.
with that too. She might risk that too. Just because she terminated doesn't mean it's not going to affect her credit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
tough, CLO. What you think?
Well, I mean, it ain't tough for me. You're going to get out of mine. I just can't tell her.
Yeah,
I
she
just
shouldn't
can't
have
tell her
left
that.
in the first place.
Yeah.
All right, here's QT in Charlotte. saying, I'm a DJ at a lounge that's tucked away in a trendy area of town. I just got the gig, and it suits me better than the younger crowd I used to work with. I was working last Friday, and I noticed my best friend's boyfriend came in with another girl. I felt like being messy, so midway through my set, I started calling out names, and I shouted him out and said, I see you over there, player. I could tell that he couldn't really figure out who I was, and he didn't know I worked there. He paid for their drinks, and they left. Do I casually mention this to my best friend or not?
So his best friend is a girl. Mm-hmm. The girl's boyfriend came in with another girl. Uh-huh. And now you want to tell the girl. What kind of punk ass stuff is that, dog? I be damned.
Or keep your mouth shut. Mind your business.
No, I am nothing. What kind of punk ass stuff is that?
Mind your business.
I be damned. You gonna tell this girl you saw her? Man, just DJ.
Yeah.
Mind your damn business and DJ.
All you do is spin records.
All right, we got to go. Thank you, CLO. Coming up next, church complaints with Reverend Motown and Reverend Adnoid in for Deacon Def Jam right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann is standing by with our national news, but it's time now for some laughter and some crazy fun here at Church Complaints with Reverend Motown and Reverend Adnoid in for Deacon Def Jam.
We have a difference here today.
Uh-oh.
You can tell by the heavy breathing that Def Jam is not here. That breathing that you're hearing is coming from my brother, who is a pastor himself at a very, very, very small congregation.
Oh, it's small.
Oh, it's super small. Ain't nobody sitting through this. Ladies and gentlemen, to handle church complaints, my oldest brother, Reverend Adnoid. Go ahead, Reverend.
Good morning, everybody. Today's church announcements and church complaints.
We're looking at your neck.
On Zoom.
On the damn Zoom.
That's where it's all coming
how about
from.
this?
That's why it's up there, because that's where it's
Yeah, we can see that.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
All right. This is our second time booking them on the Zoom show that we do, Zoom church show that we do. And the Blurred Vision Boys from Alabama has canceled their second engagement because they could not find their way here. So the Blurred Vision Boys of Alabama, what would you like to do with them? Would you like to book them again?
I'm trying to figure out how the hell they can't find their way again. I've had the 5 blind boys of Alabama for 20 straight years in a row show up. Now we got the Blurred Vision Boys of Zoom, and they can't find their way to this church. I do not understand.
Come on.
25 years, the 5 blind boys from Alabama were on time.
No problem.
Every year.
No problem. No problem.
We've had
On time
Stevie
and
Wonder
everything.
come in and play synthesizer for him. We've had
time.
Jose Feliciano playing folk guitar
On
for
time.
him before. We even had a track from Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll be damned, the Blind Vision Boys. See, these young ass boys ain't gonna know how to make it in gospel music. All of them in their 20s.
You might be right about that. Well, Sister Sarah would like to know, would you like to lay hands on her baby? Her baby looks like he needs a nap. Would you like to come over and bless her baby? He looks like he needs a nap. The baby looks very tired. Are you willing to go over there and lay hands on the baby and bless him? He looks tired.
I've seen the baby, and she bought in the church, and I had a very special Benjamin Butch prayer for him.
Benjamin Button.
Because, Lord, that baby look old. And I think it's more than a nap this baby needs. Now, Reverend, I ain't going to lie to you, Adnoid. I know you my older brother. You seen this baby, Lord have mercy.
I've seen the baby. This baby looks so tired. I mean, this baby looks like he's working an 8-hour shift, and this baby is just tired. This is a tired
I mean,
baby.
I'll tell you what now. When I saw him, he looked like an exhausted E.T.
An exhausted E.T.
He looked like he had been pedaling that bike all around the world.
This baby looks so damn tired. I mean, this baby makes you tired by looking at this baby. That's how tired this baby
You on to something there, Adnoid. I yawned 3 times. Right, just looking at her. While I was praying the E.T. prayer over.
Okay, we have a group in the church called White Wives Matter. White Wives Matter, and they're complaining that none of the sisters in the church will eat their collard greens. Is there anything you can do for the women of the church called White Wives Matter? Their greens are still there. Nobody wants to touch them. Nobody wants to touch them.
I've told Cindy. I had Becky in the office. I had Mary Ann in there and Elizabeth. And I've explained to them, stop trying to fit in with cooking. Come in and try tutoring. But please stop cooking for these black folks. Because white wives will never matter. First of all, you ain't got an ounce of meat in these greens. And you've seasoned it with Dash, a salt-free substitute. You've ruined, I can't tell you how many bunches of greens. And you don't cook them long enough. You got these greens in here tasting like kale.
It's crunchy.
Now, I'm going to have one more talk with the White Wives Matter organization and see if I can't get them to do, come on, come to the church and, do pottery, do some yard work. You good at that. You got your bonnets and everything. Don't come in here cooking for black folk. It's not going to work.
We would also like you to say a prayer for Deacon
Coupon clipping is another thing y'all really good at.
You're right.
Coupon
You're good
clipping.
at that.
Go ahead, Adnoid. I'm so sorry.
Deacon Carl Jenkins was stuck over the weekend in a pair of skinny jeans, and he had to be rushed to Grady Hospital. We want to know if you would be willing to say a prayer for him.
No, we're not.
Cut off all his circulation.
I'm just going to tell you that. No, we're not.
Pastor, what?
I told Carl when we was at church softball game last week, and he had a nice ball out in the center field, and it was in the gap, and he never made it to first base. They threw him out from the outfield, picked up the ball on the warning track, and threw his ass out at first base. Because them damn skinny jeans, he couldn't get no stride. How you hit one in the gap? They pick a softball up from the warning track, relay it to second base, and they get your ass out at first base.
He can't get no stride in skinny jeans.
They too tight.
He was down there running like one of the white wives.
A mess.
Okay, you know that there's a shortage on gas. There's also a shortage on communion wine. But we have found a good sale on Yoo-Hoo drinks. Would you be willing to use Yoo-Hoo drinks as communion for next Sunday communion? Because we out of wine. We do have Yoo-Hoo.
If we're going to have to, then we're going to have to. But speaking of Yoo-Hoo and shortages, I wanted to say happy birthday to Deacon Def Jam, since we're talking about shortages.
It's tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Reverend Motown and Reverend Adnoid, the brothers right there with church complaints. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment and national news right after this. Amen.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
The 2021 iHeart Radio Awards are set to go down later this month. Usher is set to host this year's show, of course. He'll also perform. Other performers include The Weeknd with special guest Ariana Grande, Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, Silk Sonic, Doja Cat, and more. Also set to appear on the show are Taylor Swift, Roddy Ricch, and Megan Thee Stallion. The night will feature a special tribute to Elton John as well. He'll be honored with the 2021 Icon Award.
Wow. He deserves it.
Okay. Nice.
That's bad man.
Very
Bad
nice
man.
and very deserving. Yeah.
Yes, legend.
The 2021 iHeart Radio Awards air May 27th at 8 p.m. on Fox, live from the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. Yeah.
Yeah, we back.
Yeah. The award
Wait,
shows
I'll
are
be
coming back for sure. Yep.
You know, we are back. I went to dinner last night with my wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
I
restaurant.
went to dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that? First time in
It
a
was
long
interesting.
time?
Yeah, you know, you wear a mask in, but once you get in there, you take it off.
Right.
And it was just interesting. You know, it wasn't packed, but, you know, it was still nice. It was just real interesting. Had a nice dinner. It was kind of interesting. You know, I haven't done that in a while. Went on a date.
Yeah.
So did your server have a mask? And
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. You're not
Yeah.
finna stand over me.
I think that's the way it should be anyway. No COVID
Yeah.
or not.
It should be all the time,
food.
right?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
give a damn. You're not finna be over my food now with the potential of COVID.
Yeah. But
Just floating down into my glass of water.
Well, what'd you have? Because I love Marjorie and what she
Oh,
picks off
Marjorie
the menu.
orders. She's
Yeah, she
created
knows
a
how to order.
menu.
she's so good at ordering.
She's created a menu at this place called Marcel's or Marceau's or something like that. So her and Lori created a dish that they make just for them when they come in there.
Nice.
And we had that. I can't tell you what it is because people will go down there and copy
You
it.
didn't get it.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, and then, you know, we ain't even do all that. We just want to keep it, you know.
You don't want.
Special.
Yeah.
But I had a
Between
little
the two
surf
of
and
you.
turf going on. You know, I had me a little surf and turf going on. I had me a filet.
Hey.
But I should have got that damn tomahawk steak because it's got fat on it. And Lord have mercy, it was flavorful. But I try to eat, you know, more healthy. Damn that. Next time I go down there, I'm going to do like my wife. My wife told me what to get. My ass didn't listen. She the queen. She a foodie.
She tells
Yeah, she
everyone. We
is.
all go out. She orders for the entire table, all of us,
Man.
and we're very happy.
And when they hand us the menu, we go, no. She got it on the end
she
right
got
there.
it. Yeah.
She go, okay, guys. And then she orders for the table.
Table. It's so good, too. We love
Whatever
when
she
Marjorie
says,
orders.
that's what we're having. All right, so switching
And I'll be
gears.
down there going, baby, you don't think that's too much? She said, no, I don't think it's too much. Oh, okay.
We be having the cocktails. We be ready.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Marjorie, yes.
She orders, that's right, from hors d'oeuvres to dessert. She
Desserts.
orders everything, and it's
Oh my
delicious.
gosh, you answered, you know, no, I don't think that's too much.
Right.
And
Yeah, and I
Steve
get
just
the
sit
bill.
at the table. He just,
Yeah, I eat, but then I get that bill and I be going, God, dog, all right now. Ooh, this definitely ain't Africa.
Oh, we
welcome
back?
home, America.
Oh, we home.
We in Paris.
Yes.
Wow. Well, it is time now, Steve, to switch gears and for headlines now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, everyone, and good Monday morning. We're back. Israel's military campaign of airstrikes on the Gaza Strip is in its 8th day today. Hamas reportedly still firing rockets into Israel. The death toll in Gaza reportedly close to 200, while the Jewish state reports 10 dead. The United Nations Security Council convened yesterday to discuss the ongoing hostilities over there and how to hopefully bring an end to them. The city of Columbus, Ohio, has reached a $10 million settlement with the family of Andre Hill, the unarmed black man shot to death by white cops as he came out of his own garage with both hands raised, one of them holding a rectangular cell phone. Rectangular, so look nothing like a gun. And the settlement is the highest ever paid by the city of Columbus for a wrongful death. The City Council of Columbus scheduled to vote on it, officially approving it this morning. President Biden's being criticized by some and cheered by others over his remarks for last year's Police Week. That's a time when law enforcement officers are to be honored. Mr. Biden's proclamation reads in part, this year, even as the COVID-19 pandemic took a physical, mental, and emotional toll, our officers, deputies, and troopers demonstrated courage and dedication, and we honor those who lost their lives in the line of duty and thank them on behalf of a grateful nation. This year, we also recognize that in many of our communities, especially black and brown communities, there's a deep sense of distrust toward law enforcement, which has been exacerbated by the recent deaths of several black and brown people at the hands of law enforcement, resulting in a profound fear, trauma, pain, and exhaustion from many black and brown Americans. Dr. Anthony Fauci was the commencement speaker this weekend at Emory University. He's urging graduates there to hopefully focus on fixing what the COVID pandemic revealed.
The unacceptable disparities in health experienced by minority groups, especially African Americans, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
And Dr. Fauci also told the graduates that wherever possible, they should all fight against inequality, whether personally or professionally. The guy who crowdfunded $25 million to build Donald Trump's border wall just got indicted for tax fraud. The guy's name is Bryant. He founded We Build the Wall with Trump buddy Steve Bannon. He's been charged with a tax case. The New York grand jury separately found the crowdfunding effort to be fraudulent in August of last year, and then Trump pardoned Steve Bannon, but he didn't pardon this other guy. Finally, in China, authorities say that a student found a mistake in KFC's app, which allowed him to order unlimited amounts of chicken at no charge. So he told a few friends about it, and between them, they ordered about $30,000 worth of chicken in 2 years. The student sentenced to 2 years in jail. But my question is, who can eat that much chicken anyway, even if it is free? I don't know. I mean, I like chicken as much as the next person, but come on. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Steve, please introduce your friend, Mr. Brown.
Folks, he's here, J. Anthony Brown.
You know you always call me bitter. In fact, you gave me the name Bitter Man.
Bitter
And,
Man.
I've run with it. Thank you so much. It's a moniker
No
that
problem.
I enjoy, being called bitter. So what I've put together is situations in life that are just effed up. I'm going to set it up, and these are situations in life that they're just straight effed up. For instance, you 18 years old, you're living with your auntie. Your auntie says you can bring your little girlfriend over and entertain, but she sits her ass in the living room and watches wrestling all damn night while you got company. That's effed up. That's completely.
That's effed up.
That's
Only damn TV.
the whole. Yeah, with the flow model. She's sitting there, right there, in between you and the girl. She's sitting there. Yeah, that's completely effed up.
That happened to
All
you
right, here's
today?
another one. Yeah, effed up. That's completely effed up. Here we go with another one. Your best friend borrowed some money from you. He passed away. At the funeral, you go ask the widow about money that your partner owes you. That's completely effed up. That's just effed up.
But
That's
you gotta
wrong.
ask.
You gotta ask.
You don't.
Jay,
Yo, go ahead. Yo.
that has happened.
To you?
Well, not to me, but I was at a funeral when it happened. When we got outside, they damn near needed another casket.
That's the timing of it all now.
Brother,
Yeah.
That's so wrong.
I'm sorry about your loss, but Daryl owed me that $100. You gonna pay us that $100? Sorry about
the dude walked past the casket, bent over to the mother and said, I'm sorry for your loss, but I want to know if I could come by and get this money that he had owed me. Her other son was sitting next to him because that was his brother in the casket.
Come on.
When they got outside, he almost killed this dude.
Yeah.
That was effed up. One more. You've ordered your last meal on death row. Your last meal. You got steak, broccoli, potatoes, pie, whatever. The day of the execution, the warden, the guard says, we didn't make the order for your last meal, and now the kitchen is closed. That is completely effed up, man. That's effed up.
Yes, I'm with you.
You don't
Jay.
do
I'm with
people
you on
like that,
one.
man.
Yeah. I ain't got but 30 minutes left. So,
Look, man.
You didn't order the
kitchen
food.
is closed. I didn't order your food, man.
Somebody
I'm sorry.
going in that
And the kitchen is. That's effed up. That's completely effed up.
Coming up in 34 minutes after the hour, we'll talk about Bill Gates and him hooking up with a woman at work. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, it's good news, I guess, that Bill Gates and his wife Melinda have now filed for divorce, because the stories are leaking now that, he shot I guess he hollered at a woman at his job, okay? Or that he worked with, yeah. So
I've been trying to read about this story. So basically, Shirley, Steve, guys. Okay, so they said that it was back in 2006, a female Microsoft employee. He emailed her and asked her out to dinner. He emailed her. He should know of all people about the email paper trail. Yeah.
When you're a genius, you stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
Most geniuses is stupid.
Or just the marriage was just over at this point and he didn't give a darn.
Yeah, and then he followed up with, if you're uncomfortable, if you're uncomfortable, pretend it never happened.
Oh, wow.
Bill Gates hasn't realized how much money he got. He shouldn't have to be doing that much hollering at nobody. I mean, at no damn body. He got like $200 billion. But his rap game is way off. You're right. He don't have a rap game.
He's a nerd. He's a nerd.
Well, I bet she hollered back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know she.
Well, then there's another time, guys. He went to New York City, and there was a woman that worked for his foundation, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and they attended a cocktail party. Yeah. So the woman says that Bill lowered his voice and said, "I want to see you. Will you have dinner with me?" And she said she laughed it off and avoid answering him.
You know
what? Okay, Steve, you be Bill Gates. How did he say it?
Come on, Jay, you be the woman.
You know.
See, like first he was at the thing. I want to thank everybody for coming. It's been great. So thank you all. Enjoy your dinner. Hey, excuse me, Allison. I was sitting here pondering. Maybe you'd like to. I don't know if you eat or not, but I thought maybe you and I could get something to eat, maybe dinner sometime. I'd love to see you.
Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay.
Sure.
All right. Look at here. First of all, Bill Gates got that much money. You have the DJ make an announcement. May I have your attention, please? The richest man in the world is in the club. Let me repeat. The richest man in the entire world is in the damn club, okay? Ladies, he's right over there, okay? That's all you got to do, Bill. You trying too hard, man. You trying too hard. Yeah.
So Shirley,
make an announcement.
So Shirley, I walk up on you and here I go. So, hey, excuse me.
Yes.
What's your name?
Yes.
Huh, that's what I thought it was.
She knows
I'm
who
gonna get a. I have a hotel room upstairs.
Yes.
What
and I'm her friend, and I'm coming with her.
Do you have?
Friend coming.
I have a room key.
Yes.
Okay.
Take it.
Do I need to get 2 room keys for you and your friend?
Yes. We don't care.
Okay.
You work out.
Hey, now I like really wild things to happen.
Got it.
Yes. Check.
But hey, ladies, before we go up, I'm talking like really, really wild things.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm talking about it's going to be like really like over the top.
Why are we still talking? Let's go.
What floor are you on? Where's the room number?
Wow. Hey, this is going to be great. Hey, listen.
What?
I have given you both an envelope. It has $3 million in it apiece. And before you come up, stop off and buy 2 monkeys.
Each one of you bring 2 monkeys. It's going to be great.
You're going to give me 3 more million for that, though.
All right, listen. Coming up, Junior in for the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, my mama saw the video. Uh-oh. We'll get into that in just a little bit. But right now, Junior is in for the nephew with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Junior?
Well, the phone call today, Shirley, is blind barber. That's what the nephew left. Blind barber. Here it is. Run it, cat.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm trying to reach that run the bar. Yeah, you run the barber shop down there, don't you?
I own the barber shop.
Okay, now I'm trying to see if y'all got any booth rentals down there where I can come in there and cut some hair. I've been cutting hair a long time. I want to see if y'all got some room down there. They tell me you might have had some come available.
I got 2 booths open right now. You need a booth?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in there and get the cutting. Now how much you charge for booth rental on a weekly basis?
That's $200 a week.
$200 a week. That's $800 a month. That's still good because there's just $200. Now, when can I get down there so you can meet me, where we can show me around the shop so I can know what?
I'm open from 8 to 7. That's Tuesday through Saturdays.
All right, because I want to see if I can maybe meet you there so I can get down there and just feel my way around.
Well, come on.
This is what I want to ask you. Do you mind doing for me? Do you think you could possibly put up some ramps where you got steps at, and your phone? Could you mind if you take the phone and put it in Braille for me?
Oh, wait a minute. What the hell I need to put my taking ramps out and putting phones in Braille for? What's going on with you?
Well, I'm blind. I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm still gonna.
Oh no. Hell no, man. Wait a minute. You what?
I'm blind, but I've been cutting my hair for over 10 years, and folks say my haircut always look good, so I didn't figure I'm going to start cutting hair now.
Oh, well, guess what? You might cut hair, and there might be some good that you do, but just can't cut no hair in my shop, not being blind, Doc. Yeah, bring that kind of around my shop, man.
No, what?
I ain't got no problem with that, baby, but you just can't do it there.
Well, wait, now, see, this is what they call discrimination. You can't do that. You can't discriminate from people just because they got some type of handicap belongs to them.
Listen, hold on, let me tell you something, man. I'm not trying to put you out of business, Doc, doing what you need to do, but you just can't do that in my shop, man. I don't care if they call it discrimination, or what. Not at my shop, not at shop. You just can't do it, baby.
Listen, now, I know how to cut hair. I know how to give folks a lining and stuff like that. Now, I ain't tried to use no razor, nothing like that.
No, man. Come on, dude. Listen, can't you find something else to get into besides trying to cut hair?
Well, this what I like, though. This what I feel like this my calling.
You just can't do it in my shop. I'm sorry.
No, cause see, now that's what I don't care to hear something like this here. Now I got the qualifications, and I'm able to do it. And I want to be able to come down there, and I told you, what I tell you? I said I wanted to feel my way around. Didn't I say that?
You don't need to feel your way, Doc. I need you to be able to see what you're doing. I mean, I don't care about you being able to cut no hair being blind, Doc. You got to be able to see to do that.
This could probably do wonders for your shop. People will come from miles around to see somebody like myself cutting.
I'm trying to have that kind of in my shop. Did you hear what I said?
I heard what you said. What I don't want you to do is make me mad about this. Now,
how you gonna get mad about something that belongs to me? I'm off, and you telling me that you're blind, Doc. I can't help you when you blind, man. Go on with that.
Now listen, I'm gonna tell you this here, and I'm gonna tell it to you straight. I'm coming down there to that barber shop. I'm gonna fill these booths out, and I'm gonna start cutting. Now, one thing I don't want to do is have to get into no tussle with you. Now, I don't want that.
Don't worry about getting in no tussle with me, because if you bring your up in my shop talking about you gonna cut hair, it's gonna be some furniture moving around up in the.
And I'm coming down there, and I'm coming down there this evening. Now, one thing you
bring your nowhere now. You better keep your away from my shop.
You gonna get your whooped by a blind man is what you gonna do. You ain't gonna see it coming either. You hear me?
Oh, bring your on.
As long as I got the money to pay my booth rental.
I don't give a damn. I don't want your money. Your blind can't cut no man. My shop. You understand what I say to you?
I'm understanding what you're saying, and if I got to call the law about you being discriminatory.
Law, you can call anybody you want to call. That's my. You not gonna do that. You understand what I'm telling you? Now you bring your down there talking about couldn't have my. You want to? I'll be waiting on you.
I'm coming down there this evening. I'm coming to whoop your because you got the nerve to discriminate against me.
I don't know how you got my number in the first place. Who gave you my number? You ought not be dialing my how you even fix your finger to even call my phone?
They give me this number and say, you is the one that do the hiring round the barber shop.
You don't call my personal number. You call my shop. Who gave you my number?
Now, what difference do that make if I'm some man looking for a job? See,
I don't give a you don't call my personal phone. Man.
You gonna watch your tone with me, what you gonna do?
I ain't gonna watch a thing. Don't you bring your in my shop.
I tell you one thing you gonna watch. You gonna watch me get on your this evening.
How you gonna get on my You can't see me. I'm about to hang up on you.
I got one more thing I need to say to you.
Thing is that?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your cousin.
You know what? I'm gonna whoop that when I get a chance to. Man, you ain't no good.
Hey, Mr. I got to ask you, man, what is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Boy.
Hey, man. Nephew played too much.
That's
Junior.
ignorant as hell.
Hey, man.
That's ignorant as hell. Can you set up a ramp and put your phone in braille? Say, my man, what does I got to do all that for?
Right.
I told y'all come down there to feel my way around. I'm blind. Oh, man, you can't cut no hair and you blind.
Man. Oh, well, he said, now I'm going to come down to that shop. I'm going to feel my way around to one of these booths, and I'm going to get to cutting.
Dog, you ain't got no license. Dog, no, you got to get a license.
Come on, Doc.
Oh, man, come down here with that. You ain't doing that up in here. You got to be able to see what you doing. Oh, come down there and whoop your ass. How you can't see me. But the other old black dude was just as logical as he could be.
Yeah.
You can't see me.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I coming down. People gonna come from miles around to see me. What that got to do for your business? You ain't finna do that up in here.
Yeah.
But the reason he thought he could cut hair, because he been cutting his own hair for 10 years.
Yeah.
Boy, let me tell you something. You can't see, and you try to cut your own hair. It's hard to do that when you can look in the mirror.
Yeah.
In his defense, we've all had haircuts where you could have sworn the barber was blind.
Oh,
man. The haircut that they gave you.
Man. Hey, man, let me tell you something. When I first got into comedy, I didn't understand. I was in a mall in Atlanta, and I passed by a place called Supercuts, and they had just got started. So I said, man, I need a haircut. I went to Supercuts. It was 2 black people in there. They called my name. I sat down at a white person. And boy, let me tell you something. This lady cut my hair, boy. I looked so crazy when I left. I went back in there complaining. The black lady said, come over here, baby. Sit down. Let me try to straighten this out.
Yeah.
Why did you let this white woman cut your hair? I said, baby, I thought all y'all cut.
Yeah, I had that happen too. I've had that same thing happen.
All right. Thank you, Junior, in for Tommy. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter subject, my mama saw the video. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, on sex, on dating, on work, on parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here. Yeah, that's a real letter. It could be yours. You never know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Strawberry Letter with my good friend Shirley Strawberry.
Thank you, Junior. Subject, my mama saw the video. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm 34 years old, and I've been dating a sexy chocolate man for 4 years. We have a very active sex life, and during the lockdown, we started spicing things up and filming our exploits around the house. He's very kinky and likes it when I dominate him and tie him up. We have a 3-year-old son, and because of the lockdown, my mother hasn't been able to see him for almost a year. She told me no matter what my son does, she wants pictures or videos because she misses him so much. I go through my phone almost daily and send any photos or videos I have of him and send them to my mother because I know that if I don't, she'll start hounding me and bugging me nonstop for them. Yesterday, I was sending her videos and I accidentally selected one of my boyfriend and I having crazy sex. I sent it to her along with some videos of my son playing and saying hi to his grandma, and I didn't even realize it until it was too late. I tried calling. I tried calling to tell her not to play any of the videos, but she didn't answer. She lives several states away, so there was no way for me to go to her and take the phone before she saw it. I was hyperventilating, and you got me hyperventilating, and my boyfriend told me to just calm down and that everything would be okay, but it wasn't. The next day when I woke up, I had a dozen missed calls from my mom, my dad, and my auntie. Not only did my mom get the video, but she watched it while she was at my auntie's house, and both of them freaked out. I have never been more embarrassed or ashamed in my entire life, and all of my family has seen this or know about it. Will they ever respect me or my boyfriend again? He was ready to propose, but we're scared. Well, you may as well now. They can't say too much, at least if you're married. I mean, if he's the right one. Don't be scared now. And you know what? I knew this was going to be bad. I knew it was when I saw mama and video in the same sentence. There's no good that could come out of that. There's just no good. And I'm going to be real with you, as always, and tell you that, sorry, there's just nothing you can do about this right now. Nothing. It's out there. Your folks have seen it. They've analyzed it. They've judged you. The whole family has seen it. And they can't unsee this. Whatever it was on that tape, they can't unsee it. No parent wants to see their kid like this. They just don't. And kids don't even want to, think that their parents are having sex. That's just how that goes. But, all you can do now is just to move forward because life does go on. You can't do any more videos. I wouldn't suggest that with you and your man just don't, especially on your phone. I would offer a heartfelt apology to my parents. That's it. I mean, you don't owe anyone else in the family anything. I mean, I would ask for forgiveness for sending it and know that time heals everything. It heals all wounds. Hopefully this is included in that. It's not going to happen today or tomorrow because it's going to take some time. You got to forgive yourself. Check and triple, quadruple check from now on before you even touch your phone and press that send button. You have to check because you got yourself in a world of trouble. I mean, you didn't kill anyone, or anything like that. You didn't rob a bank. You were just having crazy, kinky, freaky sex with your man on film and you sent it to your mom, okay, which was terrible enough. But your parents definitely didn't need to be seeing that. So it's going to take a while. I don't know if they'll ever forgive you or get over it, but, it will lessen as time goes by. Hopefully. Steve? Woo.
Mm-hmm. I completely 100% disagree with everything Shirley Strawberry just said. Now, I know Shirley is giving you the sound advice. Mm-hmm. Shirley is giving you the normal advice. Mm-hmm. Shirley is telling you what regular people should do and how to handle it when you're dealing with regular people. Mm-hmm. What I'm about to tell you, I am just telling you flat out, it's not normal what I'm about to say.
Uh-oh.
I don't expect anybody to understand what I'm about to say. And I know what I'm about to say may start off not sounding popular. When we come back, I'm going to show you a total reenactment.
Oh. Okay.
Don't ever bring it up. Don't mention the damn video. Act like you ain't seen it. All the missed messages. Call your mama back and say, hey, mama.
Just act like.
Hey, girl. How you doing? Did you get the videos of the baby? That ain't all I got. Girl, them videos about Lil Bernard, did you see the one where he was flipping them cars over? Mama, he's so crazy. Don't bring it up. Have your boyfriend ask for your hand in marriage anyway. Don't ever mention it. Act like you ain't seen it. When they start talking about it, you don't know what the hell she talking about. When we come back, I'm going to give you a total reenactment of how to handle it with your mom.
My mama saw the video is the subject of my strawberry letter for today.
No, she didn't.
We'll get back into it at 23 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, we got to recap today's strawberry letter. The subject is my mama saw the video. Let's go, Steve.
This grandmother, because of COVID, ain't seen her grandson. This woman is 34 years. Her and her boyfriend have a lot of kinky sex. So the mother told her to send him any pictures or video. She's sending stuff every day. And so the sexting got so kinky, they done started videoing it. Well, inadvertently, she accidentally sent her mama not only the videos of the little baby, but she also sent the mama a video of her and the boyfriend having sex. After she sent it, she realized it. She started hyperventilating, panicking. Her boyfriend told her, don't worry, everything gonna be all right. She woke up, she had a dozen missed calls from her mama, her dad, and her auntie. Not only did my mom get the video, but she watched it while she was at my auntie's house, and both of them freaked out. I've never been more embarrassed and ashamed in my entire life. All of my family has seen this or know about it. Will they ever respect me or my boyfriend again? He was ready to propose, but we're scared. Shirley's response was, in a nutshell, apologize, never film again. Shirley gave a wonderful regular people answer. My answer is, don't ever bring it up. Call her back. Don't answer no questions about this video. Just talk about the baby in the video. If they bring up the video, you don't know what the hell they talking about. Have your boyfriend ask for your hand in marriage, and y'all never ever bring it up. And if you don't know how to do it, here's a reenactment. Shirley is going to be the mother. I'm the girl in the video, but I'm going to show you how to answer the question. Jay is my daddy, and Junior is my uncle. They've all seen the video, and they have questions, and I'm going to show you how to handle it. This is the reenactment. Phone is ringing. Hello?
Baby, this is Mama.
Hey, Mama.
Hi, baby.
Girl, how you been? Did you get the did you get the videos of Bernard?
Yeah,
ain't he crazy?
I got all that. But baby,
girl, he's so good. Mama, ain't he the cutest little thing? You miss him, don't you?
He's wonderful, and yes, I do miss him. But I didn't call to talk about baby Bernard.
Well, that's all we talking about is his baby, because you asked for baby videos. That's what I sent.
But baby, the other videos that you sent, why would you send me that trash? It's so nasty.
Because Bernard is of age, and he's just doing crazy. You talking about the one where he was flipping over them tires?
No,
ain't he strong?
I'm talking about the video where you were flipping your butt in the air.
You know, sometimes Bernard's butt just be all up in that thing. I said, Bernard's so crazy.
Baby.
That's all I'm seeing.
This your uncle, baby girl. Come
hey,
on now.
Uncle Ray. Hey, Uncle Ray.
Baby girl, I got a video on my phone of you. Is this you grabbing the sheets like that with this boy? Who is that? It's the video.
No, see, that Bernard was under the bed. See that time? That Bernard was under the bed. So when, I pulled the sheets up looking for it.
No, that's not. That's not what we talk about. We talk about. I saw this video. Why is you all on top of the headboard like that? What is y'all doing in there? You on top of the headboard?
Bernard climbs on everything. These little boys, I can't keep. I'm just going, Bernard, what is you up on the headboard for? It is not time for that.
This your daddy.
Hey,
this your daddy.
Daddy.
Hey, baby girl. I need to know where y'all get that much honey from. I ain't never seen that much honey in a room in my life. It was honey everywhere, honey. And what was y'all doing with all this honey? What's going on now? I mean, talk to me. Now. Tell me something.
Bernard liked Winnie the Pooh, and that bear can't get enough honey. And so, that's where we had that honey, because he plays Winnie the Pooh with the honey.
Okay.
Baby.
All right.
Baby,
right. Go ahead, baby. I
just want
talk to your daughter. Talk to your daughter.
I just want to know, baby, where did you learn all this stuff?
I just want to celebrate.
Baby, we raised you as a Christian. You got all these whips and chains and, baby, I don't understand.
When Pharaoh had all them slaves and stuff, ain't no telling what he was doing. That's why when Pharaoh had all them slaves, I ain't no telling what they was doing. That's why, I said, hey, let my people go. That was the story of Moses.
No, hold on.
Let my people go.
Lord, baby,
Baby girl, I had the volume up on the. What is all this hollering? Harder. What was that about? You just sitting there screaming on the video.
Do you know how hard? You know how hard it was for them to build them pyramids, Uncle Ray Ray? What? It was hard building them pyramids. There was a lot of grunting and stuff trying to get them all them stones up there to build them pyramids in the Pharaoh days. I love the Lord.
Okay.
Talk to your daddy.
Hey, Daddy.
I have another question. I've never seen you. Your mama ain't never been tied up like that. Now I want to know ain't nobody tied your mama up like that. It was rope everywhere. What was that about? What was that
Daddy,
about?
what is you talking about tying mama up for? Mama saved.
I don't trying to tie your mama up. I'm talking about the rope that I saw in the video. Girl, what you talking about? Now don't try to confuse
rope
me.
in the video. Well, girl, we was in there watching this Tarzan movie, and he was swinging. That wasn't a rope, Daddy. That was a vine.
Am I to assume there's a part 3 to this? Okay. All right. Coming up, thank you. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, Sports Talk with Junior right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, Junior is here with today's Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
All right, Shirley. This weekend, Saturday night, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and the late Kobe Bryant were among the members of the Hall of Fame class of 2020 who were inducted to the NBA Hall of Fame this past Saturday night. Now, you recall these players' enshrinement was delayed back in 2020 due to the pandemic. However, on Saturday night, Vanessa Bryant was escorted to the stage by Michael Jordan as she gave a moving speech about her late husband, Kobe Bryant. Take a listen.
Congratulations, baby. All of your hard work and sacrifices paid off. You once told me, if you're going to bet on someone, bet on yourself. I'm glad you bet on yourself, you overachiever. You did it. You're in the Hall of Fame now. You're a true champ. You're not just an MVP. You're an all-time great. I'm so proud of you. I love you forever and always. Kobe Bean Bryant.
Man,
it was so good. Really
it was
moving.
A good speech, wasn't it? You know what that makes this special is like I've watched that man's whole career. Like for our generation,
Kobe.
Watching Kobe's whole career, watching him drop the 81-point game, watching him drop 60 on his last game. You know, I mean, that's why it was so meaningful for me, man. For a lot of, Unc, you've seen a lot of players' careers, and you know, like when Magic retired, you know, was that a big thing for you too?
Oh, dog, I've seen everybody. I had Elgin Baylor on my sneakers. I had Lou Alcindor on my sneakers. I had Wilt Chamberlain on my sneakers one year.
Yeah.
No, I've seen everybody. That doggone Kobe Bryant was every bit of what they said he was. Now, I was trying not to like him in the beginning, but he just kept scoring.
He did, man.
He ain't give a damn about who was on him. I said, this boy nasty. At first, I was mad. Young boy right out of high school. You got to go to college. You don't come out of high school. You ain't Moses Malone. And I'm with
good friend of mine, Nick Van Exel, played with Kobe Bryant, man, when he first got to the Lakers. And Nick said he knew right then he going to have to find him a new team because this boy came in practice, was dunking on us. We didn't even have this type of game. He said he dunking on us, making us look bad. We just signed these $100 million deals. We got to move. Nick said he going to come get this job. Huh? And the rest is history. They knew. Congratulations to Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett, man.
Yeah.
It really is an honor.
Oh, Kevin Garnett went in?
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett, man, was one of my all-time favorite players.
Oh, it's trash talk.
Because I never heard. I used to go to games. He would say MF so loud.
You can read his lips at the
He was my favorite player.
I knew it was because of the cussing.
I went up there. I just wanted to hear him say MF. Let's go.
All right. All right, Junior, thank you. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, so it's graduation season, and we want to say congratulations to the class of 2021. Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, my granddaughter
Job well
graduated
done.
college.
Yeah, my
Job
nephew
well
graduated, man.
My
Proud
cousin
of you.
did. Christina.
Proud of you, Peyton. Really proud.
What'd you say, Jay? What did you say?
My granddaughter graduated college, and I'm proud of her.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
My
Coming from a
cousin-
trade school granddaddy. That's good.
My cousin graduated from Loyola, a degree in biology, BS degree in biology, on Friday. Yeah, I'm so proud of her. Christina.
To graduate now through COVID, because they kept going to class through COVID online.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
That's being determined. That's
Wait, what
determined.
happened?
I misunderstood it. I said, Shirley, why you call it that? I see what you said. You said she got a BS degree in biology. I said, why you call it that?
Yes, Bachelor of Science degree.
Bachelor of Science.
I misunderstood. I thought you were talking about
Well, you insulted her.
Yeah, that's a damn degree in biology. It might work out for her.
She's on her way to becoming a doctor. I'm so proud
I don't know
of her.
what cutting up a frog gonna do for you in life, but all right now. Hey man, let me tell you something. I was from the country, right? So in biology, in high school, the only thing I was good at was dissecting the frog. Because we used to go frog gigging when I was a little boy, and we used to kill frogs. And we had to cut them and clean them for our grandmother. So I knew how to gut a frog and cut them and clean them. My frog would look delicious.
For what? Like frog you wanted to eat them?
Yeah, for the frog legs.
I'm like,
We would go
"Come and
frog
clean
gigging. You'd have to go at night to catch and kill bullfrogs. And I would dissect them, cut them open, clean them for my grandmother. So when we took biology, my frog was perfect.
Like they already knew.
Dog, my frog was laid out like on ice.
I couldn't do that.
You ain't need no help.
Dog, my teacher was going, wow.
Biology.
You're amazing at this. Yeah, I know. I hate that y'all done put all this liquid on here trying to preserve it. Y'all done messed it up. We can't fry this. You gonna get sick. You cook this one.
Oh, so you do frying. Okay.
I don't think I've ever had frog. What frog tastes like, Steve? What it tastes like?
You know what it tastes like.
Come on now. They say it tastes like chicken, but it don't. It's got a little different thing to it. You know how you make it. Some people saute it in garlic and stuff, but deep fry the best way, man. Dog, you get the bullfrog legs look like your whole thumb, the bottom of the thumb, and it look like that whole, look like a damn Goose Island shrimp up in Chicago.
You and this Goose Island.
You stop at Goose Island. Every time I got off the plane in Chicago, I head straight to Goose Island.
That's right,
Dog,
baby.
hey dog, they got pictures of me up in Goose Island.
We went one time, it was snowing so heavily. We all went to Chicago. Steve had us get out in the snow. We was like, dude.
No.
He was like, no, we're stopping.
Goose Island sells fried shrimp, fried frog legs. They got some other items, but that ain't what I went there for.
But shrimp came in a bag, Jay. That's what was so cool about it.
Really?
You just got a bag of shrimp. A bag of shrimp.
Grease all over it.
I love back in the day, though. Harold's Chicken in Chicago.
Oh, yeah. That was the best. I would wake up out of my sleep for some Harold's Chicken.
Harold's Chicken was unbelievable. I don't care which one you went to.
Yeah.
Any one of them you went to. Unbelievable. It was.
That's true.
Shout out to B103 in the shot.
Woo. So, yes. So, but back to the frog leg, Steve. Okay.
We were talking about graduates. How did we get frog legs?
Graduates.
I love this show.
Well, it was the BS degree in biology.
Oh, that's what took from my cousin, Christina Jackson Pincham. Yes, that's my little cousin. Well, any advice, Steve, quickly you have for any of our college graduates listening?
Well, it's like this,
Or high school.
Oh, wow.
I'll give it to you afterwards.
Okay. All right, we'll have more of today's trending stories on the Steve Harvey Morning Show at 20 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, remember that tiger that was on the loose in Houston last week? Remember that?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, the tiger has been found. Thank you, Lord.
Woo!
His name was India. Yeah, his name was India. He was a 9-month-old, 175-pound Bengal tiger.
Wow.
And
that's a small one.
Oh, well, he was a baby. I mean, just 9 months old.
Very small. 175. That's way small.
Okay.
They be 900 pounds.
Ooh, Lordy.
Oh, they got something for your ass.
Yes. A woman named Gia found India, who just happens to be the wife of the tiger's owner, Victor Cuevas. Gia led Houston police to a tennis club where the tiger was being kept. India, the tiger, again, is only 9 months old, and he's being bottle fed. But authorities say, don't be fooled. This tiger will weigh up to 900 pounds even, Steve says, when fully grown.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I can't.
And that's all muscle, right?
Yeah.
No fat.
Muscle and attitude.
Okay. Because that's what the Houston police said, that the tiger had an attitude. India likes a lot of attention. Okay, don't give him
Always something wrong with a tiger.
I ain't never met a friendly one, not even Tigger.
Tony the tiger.
And I didn't like that name anyway, Tigger.
All right. More of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
The 2021 iHeart Radio Awards are set to go down later this month. Usher is set to host this year's show, of course. He'll also perform. Other performers include The Weeknd with special guest Ariana Grande, Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, Silk Sonic, Doja Cat, and more. Also set to appear on the show are Taylor Swift, Roddy Ricch, and Megan Thee Stallion. The night will feature a special tribute to Elton John as well. He'll be honored with the 2021 Icon Award.
Wow. He deserves it.
Okay. Nice.
That's bad man.
Very
Bad
nice
man.
and very deserving. Yeah.
Yes, legend.
The 2021 iHeart Radio Awards air May 27th at 8 p.m. on Fox, live from the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. Yeah.
Yeah, we back.
Okay.
Yeah. The award shows are coming back for sure. Yep.
We all back. I went to dinner last night with my wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
The restaurant.
I went to dinner. Yeah.
How was that? First time in
It
a
was
long
interesting.
time?
Yeah, you wear a mask in, but once you get in there, you take it off.
Right.
And it was just interesting. It wasn't packed, but it was still nice. It was just real interesting. Had a nice dinner. It was kind of interesting. I haven't done that in a while. Went on a date.
Yeah.
So did your server have a mask? And
Oh, hell yeah. You're not finna stand over me now.
I think that's the way it should be anyway. No COVID
Yeah.
or not.
It should be all the time, right?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
give a damn. You're not finna be over my food now with the potential of COVID.
Yeah. but-
Just floating down into my glass of water.
Well, what'd you have? Because I love Marjorie and what she
On
picks
Marjorie
off the menu.
orders. She's
Yeah, she
created
knows
a
how to order.
menu.
She's so good at ordering.
She's created a menu at this place called Marcel's or Marceau's or something like that. So her and Lori created a dish that they make just for them when they come in there.
Nice.
And we had that. I can't tell you what it is because people will go down there and copy
and get it.
Oh,
Yeah, and then, you know, we ain't finna do all that. We just want to keep it, you know.
You don't want
Special.
Yeah. But I had a
between
little
the two
surf
of
and
you.
turf going on. You know, I had me a little surf and turf going on. I had me a filet. But I should have got that damn tomahawk steak because it's got fat on it. And Lord have mercy, it was flavorful. But I try to eat, you know, more healthy. Damn that. Next time I go down there, I'm going to do like my wife. My wife told me what to get. My ass didn't listen. She the queen. She a foodie.
She tells
Yeah, she
everyone, we
is.
all go out, she orders for the entire table, all of us.
Man.
And we're very happy. Coming up in 49 minutes after the hour, it is our last break of the day.
Salute to all the graduates. Y'all did it, especially my granddaughter Peyton. Congratulations. That's your gift. That is it.
What?
Nothing else. That's
Wow.
it. You got nothing else coming. Love you.
All right. We'll have some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are, last break of the day on this Monday. Getting a fresh start for this week.
Yep.
Ooh, a full week of work.
Yeah.
I put in, I'm starting the week off. Look who's not here.
All right.
I ain't saying.
Wait a minute.
I ain't saying nothing. I didn't say nothing. I'm just saying. I didn't say it. I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Jay, did you want to say happy birthday to someone?
Happy birthday to my daughter. Yes. Happy birthday, Eugenia. Happy birthday. That's all you're getting. Happy birthday.
That's her
Happy
gift? What?
Stingy.
Happy birthday, Daddy love you. Just know Daddy love you. That's the main thing.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So how you
All right.
feeling, Steve?
Steve.
Monday.
Yeah, I feel good. You know, I want to say something in closing to the graduates. First of all, congratulations to all the high school graduates out there. And this message is for all graduates, especially those who graduated with college degrees. I always take my hat off to people who excel in education. It's such an accomplishment to endure and deal with all the requirements to get a degree in whatever it is, any major degree, 2-year, 4-year. The act of completing the task is absolutely, it's daunting at times. And the majority of people who start out on the task to get degrees never finish, the majority. So when you do it, it's a major accomplishment and you should be proud. And take some time out to enjoy it. You know, have yourself a celebration. But don't let the celebration extend into a year and into 6 months. You know, if you want to take a month off to enjoy yourself and give yourself a breather, I guess I could understand that. But let me explain something to you. You've had this major accomplishment, but your life is about to change drastically. For those people who have gone to college, I think that any one of them will tell you that looking back on it, those were some of the best carefree days of their life, even though it was hard to get that degree, of which I never could accomplish. But for those who did, it was a daunting task. But I'll tell you what happens after you get the degree, this thing called real life kicks in. There's no more just going to class, working a part-time job to supplement your income. Some people put themselves through college. As difficult as that was, it was to prepare you for what is to come. So degree or no degree, once you enter the work world, life as you knew it will never ever be the same. The candy portion of life is over and real life begins. What happens to that degree after you get it and you hang it on your wall? It's a sign that you have the ability to complete a task which is daunting, and I congratulate you all again. But now you got to prepare yourself to put in the real work, because now real life is coming.
And as I always tried to teach my sons, I said, manhood is coming. And it, ready or not, it's coming. Now, it'll knock, and you have to answer the door. If you do not answer the door, manhood kicks the door in. I would imagine it's the same way for a woman, but I can't speak for women, but I would imagine it's the same thing for women. Womanhood, that little girl thing is over. That young lady thing is over. It's womanhood now. And everything you do from this point on comes with greater reward or greater consequences. Every decision you make from now on, it can't be, okay, well, we'll give you a makeup test. Okay, well, talk to your professor and see if you can complete the task later on. Those days are done. If you miss work, you miss a day's pay. If you miss a day's pay, your check's short. If your check's short, it affects a lot of things. And one thing affects the other. What I'm saying to you is, get ready to have to get ready every day. Do you understand what I'm saying? Get ready to have to get ready every day. Because as daunting as this challenge was, it was to prepare you for what's to come. And life becomes more and more daunting and more challenging. And what you do is you get better and better at handling it. It is never going to be as easy as it was. Don't expect it. Oh, I got this degree. My life finna get smooth. No, it's not. No, it's not. Your life is going to start getting real. And I'm not here trying to rain on your parade. Uncle Steve trying to get you ready for what's to come. You can ask your mom and your daddy and they'll tell you. They'll tell you. It's finna get hard out here. Because now you got to bear down because everything you do counts. See, remember in the 9th grade when you started getting credits and everything was credited towards your graduation? And you thought messing around in the 9th grade wasn't going to hurt you and you find out you don't have enough credits? Well, guess what? In life now, it's even more requirements. You have to mature. You have to learn how to balance checkbooks. You have to learn how to manage your life, manage your accounts, pay bills, show up, discipline. You're going to have to learn discipline. Discipline is doing what you have to do even when you don't want to. And you got to practice it because ain't no makeup test. You can't call the professor and you can't call your boss and do a makeup. This is life. Get ready, y'all. Talk to God because you're going to need him. Because it's about to get strong and for real out here. Enjoy your celebration. Make it a period of time, and after that, get ready to get busy. Because this is life now. And life is not easy. It is difficult. You just get better at handling the difficulties.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.